After wasting the first 5 years, Geely's plan for new energy vehicles are accelerating. But it is not on the road barefoot. Whether it can make good use of the advantages and experience of the era of fuel vehicles has become the key to determining the success of the transformation. Obviously, electrification and intelligence have become the most important keywords for Geely at present. In 2021, Geely has won the sales champion of China's own brand for 5 consecutive years, but Geely, which has become the number one in the era of fuel vehicles, does not perform well in the field of new energy vehicles. Geely's new energy vehicle sales in 2021 was 100,000 units, a year-on-year increase of 47%, but only account for 7.5% of total sales. On the other hand, BYD emerged in this year, selling 603,800 new energy vehicles throughout the year. Geely seems to have lagged behind in the field of new energy vehicles. However, in the first half of this year, Geely's overall sales of new energy increased by nearly 400% year-on-year, of which the sales of electric models increased by more than 500% to 86,000 units, which was better than the industry average. Now this tough battle will determine the future of car companies. In the first half of this year, BYD became the new number one with its new energy vehicles. Great Wall Auto dropped out of the top 3, and Changan surpassed Geely to become the second. In fact, Geely started to develop new energy vehicles very early, so why did it lose to Tesla and BYD in this competition? It is not too late for Geely to bet on new energy, but it has not enjoyed the initial development dividend of the industry. In November 2015, Geely released the Blue Action, planning to achieve sales of new energy vehicles accounting for more than 90% of the total sales in 2020. This is relatively unfamiliar territory for Geely. At that time, Reuters wrote in a press release that many car companies announced similar plans. Compared with Toyota, Geely lacks Toyota's new energy technology reserves and is still a relatively unknown player in the field. In fact, Geely's new energy battle is not unprepared. In the industry chain, in 2013, Geely has already made efforts in the battery system and established a company focusing on battery pack integration technology. After 2016, Geely began to invest in the construction of power battery projects, acquired all the production equipment and intellectual property rights of LG Chem's Nanjing plant, and established a number of battery companies. In 2015, Geely launched its first new energy vehicle, the M Grand EV, 3 years earlier than the launch of the Great Wall new energy vehicle brand Euler. After the M Grand EV was launched, the sales volume of Geely New Energy reached 49,000 units in 2016, the second largest Chinese car company after BYD, 100,000 units. By the way, Tesla sold only 76,000 units that year. However, Geely's next product, the M Grand GS, a battery electric SUV, was not launched until June 2018, and its sales were dismal. This year, Tesla confirmed that it will build a Tesla Gigafactory in Shanghai. In the end, Geely's actual performance in the field of new energy is far from the Blue Action plan. In 2020, Geely's new energy vehicle sales were 70,200 units, accounting for only 6% of total sales. Looking back at the Blue Action Plan, Geely CEO Li Shufu wrote in a long article in early 2021, "This is not a wrong strategic direction, nor is it a failure of strategic execution, but that the historical timing is not ripe and the external strategic conditions have not been formed." There are many examples of such failures. We don't need to be discouraged by this. So, in this new energy race, why did Geely lose to Tesla and BYD? In the years when Geely New Energy wasted, Tesla entered China and BYD was ready to ban the sale of fuel vehicles, but Geely's acceleration on the new energy track was long overdue. One of the reasons may be that the explosion of new energy vehicles is faster than expected. A few years ago, no one could have imagined that the development of China's new energy vehicles would be so fast. It is not only Geely that is slack, but also almost all traditional car-making forces, including Chang'an and Great Wall. According to data, in 2020, the market penetration rate of new energy passenger vehicles in China is still 5.8%, and in December 2021, this figure has reached 22.6%. In the face of the sudden explosion of the new energy vehicle market, it is difficult to seize the opportunity without adequate preparations. Secondly, in terms of products, Geely lacks popular models. In the first half of 2022, even though Geely ranked 6th in the new energy market in China, none of Geely's models entered the top 20 new energy models. Popular models are often the key to opening up the market. Although it also means over-reliance on a certain model, there are certain risks, but it is of great help in opening up the market or in improving efficiency and gross profit. Geely has launched a multi-brand strategy in the era of fuel vehicles and has a comprehensive layout in the low, medium and high-end markets. When the direction of new energy transformation began to accelerate, Geely seemed to have taken the old road. In this way, it is difficult to concentrate all resources to promote a single model and create a popular model. In addition, it is the problem of technology accumulation. In an interview in 2018, Li Shufu said that the most difficult part of making electric vehicles is the construction of online technology. How to control offline cars through online, which involves the application of supporting technology, the formation of technical facilities, the formation of technical capabilities. The chip, operating system and network system all need to form a rigorous cooperation. Tesla is building cars on the surface, but in essence it is building its online technology. Building a car is just a carrier and a laboratory for it to build its online technology. Most importantly, fuel vehicles are the source of Geely's profits. In 2021, Geely's fuel vehicle sales accounted for 90%. In the same year, BYD's fuel vehicle sales fell by 40%, which makes the news that BYD announced in April 2022 that it will stop production of fuel vehicles seems reasonable. But it is much more difficult for Geely to take this step. On the one hand, the price of raw materials for new energy vehicles is high. On the other hand, Geely New Energy is still in its infancy, and its layout in the new energy industry chain is not perfect. The sales of various models are not large, and it is difficult to control costs. This is reflected in the financial report for the first half of 2022. In the first half of the year, the company achieved operating income of 58.2 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 29%. However, the net profit attributable to the company's ordinary shareholders was 1.55 billion yuan, a year-on-year decrease of 35%. The financial report pointed out that the proportion of new energy vehicles has increased and the cost of raw materials has increased, resulting in a decline in the company's gross profit margin. 23 years ago, in order to obtain the birth approval certificate for Geely's product, Li Shufu said, "Please allow private entrepreneurs to dream about cars, please give me a chance to fail." In 2001, Geely was finally approved and became China's first private automobile company. Now that the wave of intelligence and electrification is coming, do you think Li Shufu can succeed again? Okay, that's all for today. Please put your comments below and share your insightful ideas with other people. See you.